So Sis and I are hiking on our property today, and it's been several years. This is one of the creek beds on our property. As you can see, it's very beautiful going down in here. We're taking our poles because at the bottom of one of these waterfalls, we've got a good hole of water, and it's been a few years back, but we caught fish at the bottom of it. So in the future videos, we'll see if we catch anything or not. Looks like we're going to have to do some real hiking here shortly. Oh, sawbriar. So that right there goes off the hill. That's our first big waterfall on our property. As you can see, that drops into a hole fast. But we're going to go back up and cut through because this is really slick and we really do not want to slide off into the abyss. So we're going to cut across. Our next video will be at the base of the waterfall. Still beautiful, but kind of disappointing because right here's where this pool of water used to start, and all of that's washed into it. This used to be a very deep hole of water. In fact, my brother-in-law had slid off of that waterfall right there into that pool of water, and he was up to his shoulders. And as you can tell, that pool of water, it's not very deep anymore. Still a beautiful waterfall though on our property here. Try to get in here where you can see a better shot of it. Oh. And we were up on top there earlier. That thing's only probably about 35, 40 foot tall. Beautiful waterfall. All right, last time we were down here, that girl right there was 4 years old. And this hole of water was a lot deeper. It came back to this area. She's past 4, and this is all growed up. Beautiful area. Beautiful young lady. So this waterfall, my brother-in-law decided to climb that waterfall and tore his fingernails off, sliding down that into that pool of water. So my encouragement, don't climb the waterfall. You may ask, why are you videoing a stump? Well, this is very beautiful for one, but this stump is almost gone, and this is a piece of history, folks. We heard of the old timers having to go and log and use mules. This here is almost straight up and down to come out. Waterfall back that way, bluff, waterfall back that way, and then that incline right there. The only way that tree was coming out was by mule. We don't know what work is like anymore. Back then, they worked. All right, we're closing in on our second one. The top is down there just below where you see the dog. We've got this flat rock area, which was good and slick for us. We're just getting deeper and deeper down in here. So our next video will be after we're at the next one. So this doesn't look like much. It's only about 4 or 5 foot tall. Pool of water down there. That goes on down to the big waterfall we'll be at the base of later. But I'll get y'all another shot of this. But it is just, look at that, that's beautiful in there. So this is the pool of water. It's about 2 foot deep going over that little ledge. Just down inside this little bitty draw. Just part of nature that's beautiful. And then there's Sis, my loyal hiker with me. We're just out enjoying our property on what Stacy nicknamed Pupcake Mountain. Oh, and there's her loyal companion right there, Frosty. So this is the second little waterfall on our property. We come from way up there. We've got one more big waterfall to make down yonder. We'll be there, should be a little bit. We've got a little canyon to go through, but Be with us on our adventure. Always be safe in nature's great outdoors. Alright, behind Sis there's our second waterfall. And this is the draw we're getting into. Right here. So we're below the bluff ledges now. And the top of that third waterfall is right down there. So we're down below that waterfall, and this is one side where Sis is at, of the overhang. And sometimes it's just awesome that we own this property. It's beautiful what God's done. And here's the other side of our canyon, above the waterfall. And as I was videoing Sis sitting here, look at this petrified, it looks like a tree. It is a tree sticking out from right there. That's pretty daggum awesome. Look at that. That is too cool. So we're under one of these ledges here following game trails, and you'll see crevices and stuff. Something digs in this one and goes back into here. And as you can see, right there is a cave that goes on back. So something lives back in there. So Sis is standing underneath this drop here to show y'all how big it is. And as you can tell, it's a good sized drop that we're down under. And back in there is where we'd found a cave just a little bit ago. It's part of nature. We'll be over on that side eventually. Just taking us time to get around this thing. It's pretty treacherous and pretty steep. But you can tell that when you go forward a little bit, you can see it starts dropping off again. So we've walked through there, around through here, and now we're headed up this way. You can start hearing the waterfall, but it's a pretty good ways away still yet. The main thing is we're trying to watch out, of course, for snakes because they love hiding in rocks, but also to keep from stepping off in holes, which there's quite a few. So we'll just see how many spots we can find that's interesting. Of course, we're moving up again, so we'll catch you on the next one. Oh, that's a video. Say cheese. Working our way around all of this junk. Oh. So right here is an emerald beetle. Just one of God's many creatures. And there's Sis again, smiling. Just more ledges. We're getting closer to the waterfall. You can hear it and you can see the pool. And you can see the canyon closing in. There's the other side over there. We'll be over there eventually. Just more of our canyon here. There we go, scroll out there. Over there's the waterfall, the last one. Figured it would be really draining good because of the rain we had last night, but it's not. In fact, as you can see, a lot of this is dry, which got a pretty good cliff overhang, so. But right in here's where we were originally going to come down, but we had the dog and I didn't want him to hurt himself. Just some of these overhangs through here. Boy, you can hear the water going. That's beautiful. And this is where our bottom waterfall's at. Pool, of course. Oh yeah, that felt good. is a lot bigger than the rest of them, but it too, this here used to be part of the pool. That's our third waterfall. That's where Sis was up there fishing off of a while ago. And it's beautiful. Just flat beautiful. And then that's the other side of our canyon. So I had Sis set in this one. This is our last pool of water. That's our dogs. This is our last waterfall down in our canyon. Walls on both sides, so we literally got to climb out of this thing to get out. So there's Sis. She's sitting down here close to the waterfall so you guys can kind of see what it's like down here size-wise. That's a pretty good pool of water. And of course it's canyon walls on both sides, so we're definitely climbing out. So get out and enjoy nature. So this is the other side. Up there's where we were earlier today, throwing the fishing hook off into there. Of course we're going to work our way through this and off up through there. And the dog's ready, Sis is ready. So let's head on. You can see it just, the beauty just does not stop with what God created. So that's where we're headed. And this is where we've been. There's Sis. There's that pool of water and waterfall. So strolling along, I found another cave tunnel is what I call them, where they go all the way through, but I'm not big enough to go through that. Oh, beautiful though. So I believe this is coming out of a spring, and the reason I'm saying that is it's literally draining out of the rocks right there. Straight down to here. And I bet the water's ice cold too. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, look how my hand turned red that quick. That's cold. So now we're headed down this side of the canyon. And we were already over there on that side. Just beautiful. Truly blessed with the country we live in. There's our wild wildebeest with us. So you can see part of that bluff line way over there. That is really high up because that's the bottom. We walked all the way around that draw, down through here, through there. Now we're headed this way. This is why y'all got to be careful out in the woods. This is a cottonmouth. That is a very poisonous snake, pretty good sized snake. They like it down here in these rocks where it's really wet. You do not want bit by one of them guys. Just some of these beautiful ledges. This one's sticking out like a thumb. Pretty neat. But yeah, more to come. Just beautiful, and nature's great outdoors. Like I said, you seen we just passed a snake a little bit ago, so always be careful. Because see, holes like this one, yeah, they like being in this stuff. And they will get down in there and hide out and wait. So we just come through here, Sis and I, but she's standing right there. And we're slowly walking through, of course, watching the ground. And we've just, man, it just keeps getting prettier and prettier everywhere we go. We got a long ways to go to get out of here, but it's just beautiful down in here. All right, so sis is showing the stopping point of we're fixing to ascend and get out of this hole. And I hope y'all enjoy all the videos that we've posted. And have a blessed and safe day. Wave at them. That's all you get, folks. It's been, I don't know, it just one day showed up. So here's a hole in the ground. Oh, and stuff goes in it. But as you can see, it definitely goes back a little ways. And I don't have nothing but my phone light, so I'm not sure if it's a good idea to go in it. For the normal person, they see a hole in the ground, they go on past it. Do I do that? No. I'm headed in. We've already shined a light in here, so we know that it is definitely a cave. And earlier, you could see that something had been traveling in here. Look at that ceiling. Look at all the doggone crickets up there. Them's cave crickets. That is insane. Bunch of cave crickets. And as you can see, it makes a corner up there and keeps on going. All I've got is my light for my phone, so I'm not going to waste that. And my daughter's just outside, so I need to get back out there. But something definitely has been coming through here quite a bit. So we're going to get on back out of here. And that's not the something, that's our dog. He's seeing what I'm doing. So here's these beautiful, fluffy purple flowers here in the wild. And if you know what they are, let me know. I think they're beautiful.